how to fix your face. Why does your face have any problem? Why don't the pieces fit together? Why do you have pain in your jaw? It's not supposed to be like that. The human body has all the blueprints to develop perfectly in a way where every part works together with the other parts in perfect functionality and health with no pain. So where do these problems come from? Let me tell you, it depends on what you do. What you do shapes how you are, and how you are determines how you feel. So if you do the right thing, you will feel all right. Now, the problem is how to know what's the right thing. We are not born in a natural state where every stimuli brings us to develop in the way we are supposed to. We are born in a society at this time that's kind of far away from our ancestral lifestyle, and this has an effect on us because we still carry the same genes as 10,000 or 20,000 years ago. So we have to recognize what went wrong and what we should do to balance it out. So to take care of the face in particular, you have to recognize the role of the tongue inside the mouth to shape the whole skull. If your mouth, your face is always relaxed, if you're used to mouth breathing and this part goes down, you don't have the support to stay erect, you will fall down like this. The two parts, the lower jaw and the mid face, so the upper jaw, do not know each other, do not meet each other, so they cannot take the shape of each other, but they will be separated, and you are like this, hanging without control, and especially lacking the influence of the tongue. The tongue is like the bridge between the two parts, and its role when at rest, when not talking or eating, the tongue should rest on the roof of the mouth. It should make its presence felt. It should press, so to push the maxilla, the upper jaw forward, to expand the dental arch so that every tooth has its own place and they all fit in a balanced way. And when the tongue is there to push and give shape to the mouth from the inside, then the whole face is shaped by it. You create space. You really expand the palate and the nasal airways so that you can finally breathe well. If your face is asymmetrical, if you feel that one nostril is always blocked or that in general you don't have the volume inside the nose to move enough air, that's one key point that's probably missing. You are not keeping the tongue up all the time to expand the nasal airways. And if you did, you will notice over weeks and months the change that is happening every day regardless, only it's not happening in the direction that you want to. But if you recognize the importance of good posture, the importance of nose breathing, of doing something hard, so to train the part that's not so functional, you have to train it, you have to develop it. And when you put the effort, you reap the rewards. You will open up your nose and you will finally be able to take a good, deep, effortless breath. You will solve the pain in your jaw because now it will finally have enough space to sit in its proper position. You won't have, like I did, so little space that to close the mouth, like to make the teeth touch, you will have to go back with your jaw. And so making it sit in a position that is not the right position. Also, it will finally be much easier to stay erect because now your head is supported by the tongue. And this position, the erect position, we should train it as well because there's many activities in which we bend forward. So again, we have to compensate. We have to recognize what's out of balance and then do some actions that bring us back into balance. For example, sleeping. You spend 7-8 hours sleeping in a certain position and that gives shape to your body. For example, if you sleep on your back and you put a pillow under your head, what you're doing is pushing the head out of the line of the spine. And why is that? Why should the head be away from the line of the spine? So what I suggest is to gradually transition to a firm, thin mattress, to allow the spine to relax and to be flat, and to a thinner or to no pillow at all, so that the head is on the same line as the spine. That will help a lot. It will be hard, it will be uncomfortable, but those signals like the pain and the discomfort, they are just saying that something is changing in your body. You pass through it, you pass through the discomfort, and you will be changed. You will achieve comfort in this flat position, and it will be so much easier to maintain it. And it's not just for how it looks, like the position. No, it's really the functionality. From here, you can bend all the way forward, you can bend all the way back. You will have freedom of motion, starting from a balanced position. Now, to bring it all together, there's also another element that's very central to this part, and that is chewing. We do not chew enough. Our food is soft, cut, cooked, processed, very easily digestible, that we can just chit-chit, send it down, and then it's kind of okay. But if you really want to know your food, to chew it well until you're sure that everything is chewed, and then you send it down, when it just goes down by itself because it's a mush, there's nothing else you can do, then not only you will start the digestion in a good way, it will be so much easier for the rest of your body, but you will be using this part. You will apply the force that's, again, pushing your face up. You will make the teeth meet each other and move each other. So also for this, it's important to chew with all your mouth. You should be sure that there is pressure on every tooth, not just on one side or not just on the very back molars. And you should bring the tongue in the play of chewing. Also the tongue, every time that you are making the teeth meet, you should also push with the tongue the food against the teeth. It will be so much more efficient. You will train the tongue, you will use your whole mouth. And this training, just like bodybuilding in any other part of the body, will make it develop well, will make it grow in balance. And the balance is also in the tension that you build, the muscle tone. Yes, the muscles have to grow, but also you need to relax them. So, how good are you with relaxing your jaw? How much time do you take to relax your jaw? You know, you really need to focus on lengthening these lines and allowing them to relax to solve the pain. You have to explore the motion. You have to be able to send your jaw to one side and to the other, to send it forward and to open it. And then when it's open, again, to move it around. And by exploring these other positions, you will feel strong sensations, but only because you're not used to them. Then you will gain this range of motion. It will become part of you, part of what you can do, part of your hand. So with these elements that I gave you, the tongue posture, the nose breathing, the not opening your mouth if you don't need to, the chewing, and the sleeping position, you can start to pay attention to this part of your body that for some reason is so overlooked, but so central. It controls breathing, controls eating and speaking, and it's really one of the key parts of the body to go from one end to the other. And it's really a key part of the body to not ignore. So with these elements, you bring awareness to it in your daily life, and you start to change your habits, you start to change your shape, you start to change the way you use these parts of your body, and your life will change. You will notice a difference when you know that you have this checkpoint, this position to come back to in any moment, to take a good breath, to become more centered and calm, sure, in control of yourself. And from there, you live. From there, you relax, you laugh, you can open your mouth, you can breathe through your mouth, but only when you know what it means to actually breathe through your nose. So, I hope you achieve much alignment and functionality. See you next time.